So you go to the Oilers. Well, you already referenced it. You already knew about Warren Moon, and it was just a matter of plugging this new offense and playing to his skill set. Did he get it right away?
Yeah, he got it. But the one thing that happened to Warren was that the first 4 years in the league that he was there before I had him and Jerry had him, like he got sacked. I want to say the last game, you can go back and check it, but I think he got sacked the last game in '86 like 15 times by the Dallas Cowboys in one game. And not only getting sacked 15 times, he got hit another 10 or 12 times right after he threw the ball. And so he was, I think he, at that point, as tough and big, as strong as he was a little bit not sure he wanted to be under the center, at that time. But I coached him through it. We got the ball out real quick, and he learned whether he could always go with the ball if he got pressure. And he had such a nice release and accuracy. And mentally, he was really, really good. I mean, he was smart. And so he learned it and, learned how to play like we all watched and know now.
So from Houston, you end up going to Detroit. You get to work with my former quarterback, Rodney Peete. Memories of Sweet Peete.
Yep, exactly. He was a great team guy, great leader. Wasn't the greatest passer, but efficient passer. And, he bought into what we were doing. We drafted Barry Sanders in '89, and that was our first year up there, I believe. And then those 2 years, Barry set records in rushing, and we had Bob Galliano and also Rodney Peete as the quarterbacks, and we got turned around. And in '92, they were in the NFC Championship game after I went back to Atlanta.
Was Barry Sanders the perfect running back for the run and shoot?
He's the perfect running back for any offense.
Yeah.
And I will say this: I talk to Barry every now and then, and I don't know if you remember, but we had blocking rules. You can talk to Mike Ken when you see him. We had blocking rules that were called Barry rules. Okay, so we used to always get all the nickel and dime looks and everything because we're throwing the ball all the time. But the time we got Barry, they realized they couldn't leave 5 men in the box to defend the run, so they put 6 men in the box. And so they were, egging you to throw it, not hand it off to Barry. So we wanted to still obviously give the ball to Barry, and so we had Barry rules blocking. We were going to leave one guy unblocked for Barry. and to this day, I think Barry Sanders ended Mike Singletary's career because on the draw, we would leave Mike Singletary unblocked on the front side. And Barry would hand the ball off, and Barry would, shake and bake his deal, and Michael couldn't tackle it. Of course, nobody, I'm not defending Mike Singletary. Barry Sanders never got tackled one-on-one in 2 years that I coached him. And Barry, when at the end of his career, I was thinking about, I don't go after jobs. I just kind of want people to come ask me if I want the job. And so the Detroit job had opened after Wayne left, and I thought about, calling Mr. Ford, but I called Barry, and they hired Bobby Ross from San Diego, and had been at Georgia Tech, and he's an I formation guy. And I can remember talking to Barry. He said, "June, if you're not the next head coach," and this is after Bobby's first year, he said, "I'm going to retire." And I said, "Retire?" He says, "Yeah." He says, I'm running against 8-man boxes, 9-man boxes, and I'm just, it's not the same. But because when we handed him the ball off, everybody was covering the pass, and he only had one guy to beat, and then everybody was chasing him, So I'll never forget Barry telling me that.